G'day. think it's more just here for rounds.
What?
In and destroy everything. Yeah.
Will and Nick
Yeah.
is the men, and Will did the women as well.
Good afternoon and welcome to AFL NT's coverage of this round 15 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League match at Tracy Village Oval between the Tiwi Bombers and Darwin Buffaloes. My name's Stu Davis. I'm joined in commentary today by Leo King. Welcome, Leo.
Yeah, it should be an interesting day today, Stu. Just a must-win for Tiwi if they want any hope of final stay, and a bit of a neutral venue for both teams, and Buffaloes will definitely give themselves a chance leading into this one.
Yeah, that's right. So Tiwi, sort of a home game for them, just in partnership with the Tracy Village Club. So fantastic to see, and a great community venue here at Tracy Village Oval. But as you say, it's Tiwi who's desperately needing a win to stay in touch, keep their finals hopes alive, basically. But Darwin have been in pretty good form in recent times, so expect a terrific contest here today. So it was Jared Stokes from the Buffaloes that won the toss, and Darwin will be kicking to the left of screen, which is favoured by a bit of a breeze here today. So they'll be looking to get the start that they're looking for. Leo, take it over.
As we're underway here is Simpson, new just in for the Buffaloes, has stormed away from the centre clearance, and he'll get it inside 50 quickly for the Buffaloes. No one can really get hands to it there. There's crummers all over for the Buffaloes. Tiwi will get numbers. The umpire's blown his whistle, and Tiwi just want to go as they usually do, as they'll just go long to the boundary line looking for Lockyer. He can't get there. Kiranua's there. No, he's got to turn the wheels if Lockyer wants to give it to him. He doesn't. Oh, he does, not meaning to though. As he gets back onto it, Kiranu gets a handball over. And Kiranu wants it back, but he can't quite get there. He does. He ducks for the high tackle. Umpire, yes, he will give it to him.
Yeah, just lost his footing there and caught high.
As he goes quickly here, he just wheels around and puts it on the boot. He's got a fair bit on it. Well, it was almost a mark down there for the Tiwi Bombers, but couldn't quite get there. As Rioli's there, he'll give the hands to poor Jimmy, and he'll snap around his body on the left, and I think that'll be out in the full, or it might have gone out beforehand.
Yeah, it's a bit deceptive over that side of the ground. The boundary line is in a fair way from the fence, so you think that play's still going on, but yeah, the line creeps up on you pretty quickly out there.
Yeah, it looks like both teams want to go fast pretty early in today's game.
Yeah, that's what we would expect. Small ground as well.
We know how dangerous Tiwi can be in a stoppage in their forward 50 as Lockyer goes up for the ruck contest. Bradley Stokes is there first, gives it to his brother as Jared goes inside the 50, goes right inside the guts. Yeah. It's a great kick. As they're going to hold it up here, Buffaloes. As Michael Cooper's got the ball, he doesn't go very far off the mark, and then he'll just bomb it. It's a great kick there. He's found his teammate, and he's going to go inside 50. Is Riley Holden as he goes on his favourite left side, and that's a great kick, and Buffaloes will have a shot on goal here.
Yeah, good build-up, wasn't it? It wasn't Cooper, it was Goy Lock, the new inclusion in the side, but he's a big presence up forward, isn't he? Out on the lead, and the pass from Jared Stokes is, as we've come to expect from Jared Stokes, spot on. So a good build-up and a chance with the set shot here for the first score of the game, and Brodie Foster is in pretty good hands with him.
Most definitely, this will be a great start for the Buffaloes. I think he's just pushed it right, and Tiwi will have the kick in. Ashton Hams will run 30 metres to get his kick-ins that he loves to do. Oh, he's given it up this time.
Kurt Dunn, he was the captain today, so just flexed his muscles and said, I'm taking it.
As Hams will get the footy anyway, right in the back pocket. Probably the one you want ball in hand with as he gives it to Braden McLean. His 200th game today, so a big congratulations to him as he goes down. He hits a great kick there. As he's hit Cale Coleman. He'll hold the ball up. Nothing he really likes. Rioli's wants it down on the wing. Won't give it. He goes looking for Lockyer, I think, and Bradley Stokes is there, but no one really put their name on it, and Buffaloes will take the mic through Jake Twycross, and he's going to get ready to rebound for the Buffaloes as he'll just go down the wing again. Great bodywork there. Couldn't quite take the mark, though, as Tiwi get numbers there. Their defence is working hard. Jared Stokes is around there. Oh, he does well there, does Riley Holden, and he'll get it inside 50, but it'll be marked by Kurt Dunn once again, and he'll go to switch it immediately for Ashton Hams. It's a sloppy kick. He's put him under pressure there, but he will give the hands inside to Braden McLean, and now he's away. He goes on his left foot, looking for Kiranua or Port Jimmy, but it wasn't really to their favour. But they still made a contest of it here, Tiwi, as Kiranua is applying that pressure that he loves to do. Bradley Stokes gets the hands out, and Buffaloes will get rid of it, but it's going to come straight back. It was the mark taken. Umpire says yes. And they'll come back with the ball here. Will Marty Parsons through in Tiwi. Nothing he really likes. So he just goes wide and finds Goy Lock. Oh. And then Tiwi it's a great kick to Rioli there, and he'll take the mark, and he's going to slow it up here for a second. It's a good kick over the top there. He's found Brandon Cantilla. He goes inside. The kick was just a bit too much on it for Puat Jimmy. He turns around on his left and he puts it through. That's a great goal from Tiwi. Good build-up.
Yeah, it was a good build-up, and yeah, Simpson back in the side today. Sam Daly, sorry, back in the side today was crucial in that build-up as well. So good to see him getting a touch, but a great finish from Port Jimmy. And Tiwi on the board first, kicking into the breeze here, so a good start. But yeah, good use of the footy all the way down this near side wing.
Yeah, I remember calling Tiwi last week, and it was just an almost game for them. They looked really good in some parts, but they just make one costly error and come straight back the other way.
Of course, Leo, you mentioned Braden McLean's 200th game today, 200th Premier League game in the NTFL, so congratulations to him.
Yeah, a remarkable achievement as Jared Stokes is in there. He wants the footy, but Tom Simpson will get it. He's made his presence known early. He's been really, really good as he gets it back. Couldn't quite get boot to ball on that occasion, though. Thompson was in there, but Lockyer will cover it up. Oh, one-handed smother there from McGregor. That was fantastic as he goes inside 50. No mark taken, and Kurt Dunn will just take the mark out the back there. That looks all too easy. As he goes and looking for Lockyer, it's had a bit too much on him. He couldn't quite gather it, though. That could be a costly error. As numbers are still with Tiwi, but the ball will trickle over there, and Buffaloes will be happy with the stoppage.
Yeah, the Tiwi players appealing for deliberately out of bounds, but I think there was plenty of pressure there. Tiwi had the numbers.
Big Tom Goodwin's in the ruck there as Simpson's got it again. He's racked it up early and he absolutely launches that one. That could be a goal. Wow. Oh, that is a fantastic goal from Tom Simpson. His return, he's been outstanding these first 5 minutes, Stu.
Yeah, he's a huge inclusion in this side for Darwin Buffaloes. Played a few games earlier in the year, and I know that he's very keen to play in next weekend's All-Stars game, so he's made the effort to come back and play in this one in preparation, and he's right in the mix to play in that game, in the men's game. Of course, it's a new feature of the NTFL this season. We'll talk a little bit more about that later, but a terrific finish from Simpson, and he's got the Buffaloes rolling forward a couple of times now.
Yeah, that Buffaloes midfield's looking pretty good. Simpson, McGregor and Stokes. As Carson Cantilla gets up and wins the tap, to no real advantage, as Lockyer's been pretty good early and he gets a solid clearance out there. Oh, no mark taken. Almost a great mark there by Brandon Cantilla, but couldn't quite, as Bradley Stokes will just kick that out of there. Lockyer's probably going to have first dibs on that one, but he'll be under pressure there. He does well. Handball comes out the back, but they're still under pressure here, Tiwi, and the umpire will say, I'll have that. Carson Cantilla's going to do his ruck duties for Brady. He was very good last week. Great tap to Lockyer. They've been pretty good so far, these Tiwi ruckmen. As Jared Stokes, he gets the handball through. It's a great handball there. And it might even be a shot on goal here through to Sean Wright, but he doesn't really get a hold of it. It's well done there by Tiwi. As Hams will have it, and he'll just slow it up a little bit, and he'll hit Braden McLean, and that's a good kick there. And Tiwi will probably want to go quick as they usually do. And that's a great kick to Michael Thompson there. He's got a bit of space. He's probably going to go here. He will. Looks inside, and that's a nice kick in there. And they've got it here through Sam Daly, who's making his return. And he looks for Rioli. The kick was very short, though, and it's probably going to trickle over the boundary.
Yeah, just too far out in front for Willie Rioli that time. But yeah, good use of the ball again by Tiwi from deep in defence all the way down inside 50. Just the last kick missing the target, but they do have a stoppage inside.
Yes, they do. As Christopher Atkinson's doing his ruck duties, we know he can play forward, but very good use of the body there by Tiwi, and then they'll get a kick through, but it's going to be marked there immediately down there by Marty Parsons. As he goes to the boundary line, Braden McLean's in there. He probably wanted a free kick out of that, and he will get one, or probably a chop of the arms as he goes quickly, pops it up to the top of the goal square. Puat Jimmy's there. A good spoil there down there by Deans. And then Brendan Cantilla wants it to bounce, doesn't favour him, as Buffaloes will clear it through Deans once again. And I'm not sure if the umpire will pay that deliberate. I think it was out in the full.
Yeah, I think it was.
And this is probably the bloke you wouldn't want kicking it inside 50, and Braden McLean. He's had a few touches early already in his 200th game. Not much movement in the Tiwi forward line, so he's probably just going to... he goes shallow, and he hits Sam Daly right at the top of the 50. That was a clever use of the footy there by Braden McLean. As Daly's going to move it on as well, and he hits Rioli. Very well done there by Tiwi.
Well, it was, but Buffaloes have pushed plenty of numbers back inside that defensive 50, but they're all just standing around like statues, and the Tiwi players running around them into space. So just need a bit more energy and a bit more awareness, I think, about what's going on.
Yeah, you give a couple of those Tiwi players a metre and they will run off that, no worries. So he's a bit indecisive here. He's not sure if he wants to snap it or drop punt it. I think he's pushed it right, and I think he's hit the behind post there. So that'll be out in the full.
Yeah, that wind pretty tricky down that end, kicking for goal. Pushing it away from the goal.
As Flynn Spark will take the kick, and that is an awful kick. He's kicked it straight to Lockyer, and he goes inside. That kick wasn't very good either. And yeah, it looks like nothing will come of that, but that was really lazy footy there from the Buffaloes. Flynn Spark, that was a bit of a brain fade.
Yeah, just need a bit of a rev up, I think. They're doing the right thing, getting position, but just not awake to what's going on.
As Philip Wills is out there, he tried to clear it, but his kick was smothered immediately as Tiwi get a shot on goal, but that will drift through for a behind. And Marty Parsons has given it to Bradley Stokes to take the kick out. And he goes to Tom Simpson once again, who's just racking up the touches, as we've said before, early in this game. And he bites off a brave kick looking for Jared Stokes, just a bit too much on it. Tiwi are attacking it really well. That's fantastically done by Coleman as he gets it inside 50, but Bradley Stokes will eat that one up as he was sitting in the perfect spot. He goes wide out there. He finds Goy Lockheed. Couldn't quite mark it. He picks it up there, gives it wide to Philip Wills. That wasn't a great handball, but they've still got it here, the Buffaloes. Wills will get it back. He'll come along the wing and chips the kick beautifully down there and finds Flynn Spark. He want to make up for his last error. And he goes down the line as well. Numbers with Tiwi. And almost a great mark there. As Tipalura gets a little of a no-look handball there. Bedford's going to run onto it. And then he clears it inside 50. It's going to be a big contest. Bradley Stokes comes storming towards William Munkara, but it gets out the back, and William has it perfectly there. Oh, the ball, if it just got behind there, it would have been Nigel Lockyer. As Tom Simpson looks like he's playing a bit of defence at the moment. No mark there. As Wills is attacking it, but Tipalura will end up with it. He gives the hands over the top, and he gets it back. Oh, not quite. A little great smother there by Flynn Cross. As Thompson's onto it, and he's done really well there as he gets it inside 50. No mark for Lockyer. Almost had it. He's being tackled. Still gets the ball away. And then Sam Darley will end up with it and kick a great goal.
Yeah, all too easy in the end, wasn't it? But just not clinical use of the footy from either side at the moment, but just making their way, getting it there, and Darley just in the right place, right on the goal line. Easy as you like. So it's a pretty good start by Tiwi. Yeah,
much better than that start last week. Yeah, they've come out with a bit more of a mentality than the Buffaloes, it looks like. Buffaloes are kind of stuck in second gear at the moment.
So the other milestone we should mention today is Jared Stokes, who breaks the club Premier League games record today. Equalled it last week, was a big event, and today he goes one ahead. So yeah, congratulations to him. Also been a fantastic career for the Buffaloes.
There's a few taps there by the ruckman as Locke gets in there, but he couldn't really get anything efficient away. As Simpson's there is there again as he gives it off to Nathan Spry, and he'll go inside 50 looking for his big full forward just through the hands of Bedford as Kurt Dunn's there. He uses his wheels and gets around someone, and he hits Braden McLean just inside the boundary line. That's very well done by Tiwi, and McLean goes straight inside and finds Darley. He'll want to give the hands here. Yep, he gives it to Dunn. He's under a lot of pressure though. Oh, fantastic tackle by Andrew Riddle. Not rewarded, but it ends up in the hands of Bradley Stokes, who hits Jared Stokes, but Bedford's there. But Jared Stokes regathers, and he's going to have a shot on goal here. And I think he's kicked it. That is a fantastic goal from Darwin Buffaloes, but he told them to lift, Stu, and they certainly did that.
Absolutely, and they'll get around Andrew Riddle for sure. That was a fantastic chase down tackle, and it's his Premier League debut today, I think, Leo. He's played at a number of clubs in the NTFL, but first time in the Premier League, so good on him, and what a way to start his Premier League career by creating the turnover that scores a goal for the skipper.
Yeah, that was fantastic, and that's what Buffaloes needed, just a bit of a spark from a young fella doing something like that, turning into a goal. Yeah, big inclusion for Sam Darley back in for Tiwi. He's made his presence known pretty early. He's been very good to start this game today. As Atkinson and Cantilla will do battle again. Cantilla wins this one. Rioli's in the middle there. He gets a tap away, but Locke will get it. He's just looked at Sam Darley and said, I've got you. He gets the kick away. It's probably going to trickle over as Philip Wills is sprinting after it, but the Bandrelon will beat him and Kurt Dunn.
Yeah, so scores level 14 minutes into this first quarter. The coverage, of course, brought to you by Community TV and NT News. And yeah, it's a terrific contest so far. That wind you can probably hear howling through the microphones. But yeah, we've got the elements here today. Just hope that rain holds off for a couple of hours for us.
Yes, that would be good as Cantilla wins this tap, but nothing real comes of it. Simpson's just managed to get a handball away, even though they had two blokes tackling him, and I think the boundary line will win again.
Yep, just a stalemate in the forward half that time, but just edges it a bit closer to the Buffaloes' goal.
As McLean gets it there, and Buffaloes will get a little kick forward as Jared Stokes has got it. You wouldn't want him having it near goals, and he's kicked 2 in a minute. Jared Stokes, that is a fantastic turnaround from the Buffaloes, and they go ahead by 6 points.
He doesn't need much space, does he? He's a very strong player, got that bit of pace as well, and just needs a couple of steps. That's all it took on the left boot, and a terrific hook over the shoulder for 2 in a row for the Buffaloes, 2 in a row for Jared Stokes, and they find themselves in the lead.
Yep. 2 goals, 1 Tiwi to 3 goals, 1 Buffaloes. Bit of a high scoring affair early, which is what we want. But yeah, there's a fair few inside 50s for both teams here. It's a pretty even game. It's in end to end, which is what we love to see. As big Christopher Atkinson will go back into the ruck for the Buffaloes, and he'll go against big Tom Goodwin, the 2 big boys. As Willie Rioli's still doing his midfield stint, he's getting in there, but Deshaun Wright will get there first, and the umpire said he was held before he had the footy, so he'll get the free kick there as Buffaloes continue to use this momentum. He'll go wide, and he's found his player there. They've wheeled inside here, Buffaloes. They're going right to the top of the 50. Riddle attacks it well, but that's a fantastic mark. Great courage there. Going back with the flight as you give the hands to Bedford, and then we'll go wider. As Coleman's got it, he dances through a couple, and then they'll go back out to Scrivano. As he kicks it on his left, he's looking for Puachi. Oh, just a spilt mark there by the Buffaloes, and they're out the back here. Tiwi as Apumi is goes inside 50, but it wasn't a great kick as Deans is there, and he'll clean it up. The Buffaloes fullback, he gives the hands off to Sean Wright. He'll get the 1-2. Another handball's given. And then there's Lockyer, he's in there. Plenty of Buffaloes numbers, a solid tackle there, and that's a great tackle and holding the ball. Free kick for Flynn Spark, and he'll have it in the back pocket there as he'll just chip it over the top, and he'll find Tom Simpson once again, and he goes inside, and that's a fantastic kick there. And then the umpires, I think he's called 50. Buffaloes would have probably rather the advantage there, but 50 metres nonetheless for Tom Simpson, and he'll have it at the edge of the square and look to deliver it inside.
Gee, that was red hot, wasn't it? Basically, Mark took a step and gave the hand pass off, but...
And Tom Simpson's had a shot on goal, but the umpire will call him back. I reckon that might have been a double 50, Stu. That is definitely not 50 metres, that's 100.
Yeah, there's some confusion about between the umpires about where the mark is, I think. Anyway, the crowd's getting involved, getting a bit vocal.
Yes, as Callum Hutchinson will have it just at the edge of the 50 there. Locke wants the handball, won't give it to him. He chips it looking for Jared Stokes. He wanted the free kick there as Rioli's down back. And that's a great kick out of there to Darcy Hennessy, and he is on his bike. He's taken a couple of bounces, and he's going to chip it, and he finds Brendan Cantilla. He'd left the footy behind. He was worried what he was going to do next. He's dancing around there. He probably wants to put it on the boot. He does, and it'll just be marked. Oh, and the umpire's called downfield, I think, and Nigel Lockyer will take the free kick. Sloppy stuff there from the Buffaloes. Oh no, Darcy Hennessy's got it again. And I'm not sure if he's got the distance in him here. He's just inside 50, I think. Well, he's going back like he's got the distance, so we'll see how we go against the wind. This will be tricky, but Tiwi probably need this goal. As he comes in on his left foot, looks pretty good. I think he's kicked it. That is a fantastic goal from Darcy Hennessy. The goal kicking today has been absolutely fantastic. Everyone is hitting them sweetly, and scores are level again, 19 apiece.
Yeah, Darcy Hennessy, a late inclusion in the side with Kim Cantilla out of the side. Not sure what's behind that, but Anthony Munkara was another one, a late out. So Hennessy and Scrivano came in to replace them. But yeah, he's had a couple of touches in that one, and that was a terrific set shot goal.
Yeah, it certainly was. Everyone's brought their kicking boost today as we get back in the middle there, and Darcy McGregor's back on the field, and we've got a Buffalo's midfield of Jared Stokes, Darcy McGregor and Tom Simpson, which is pretty intimidating. As Rioli's still in the midfield there, he's really putting in a good stint there. As Tom Goodwin in the ruck for Tiwi, he tries to launch it forward. He misses the footy as Jared Stokes is onto it. But Brandon Cantilla's applying a lot of pressure. Michael Thompson's out the back here. He's got a couple Buffaloes to deal with. Loses his footing, but he gives the hands off. He does well there in the end. As Tiwi go inside 50, a great spoil there, but Tipalura goes for a kick. It wasn't a really good one. He was looking for Kiranua as he gets it. He's very quick, this bloke, but he couldn't quite gather it as Buffaloes legs it through Bradley Stokes, I should say. And he is wrapped up by Dwayne Kiranua. Great forward pressure there as Buffaloes will go wide out to Flynn Spark, and he's got it there, and he'll give the hands over the top. And I think he's found Christopher Williams as they're going to go long down the line here, Buffaloes, and I think that kick might have been out on the full, which is a waste of a potential scoring opportunity. As Ashton Hams will take the duties as he goes inside to Rioli, and he's just going to slow it up a bit as he gets an average looking kick, but it's worked out well. Tiwi have gone long down the line. Tipalura's there, a drop mark from Buffaloes there. Bradley Stokes, I think that was, which was unlike him, as they're fighting and salvaging for that footy as Buffaloes will win it again, and we'll just stay on this outer wing, and that looked like it might go outside, but Philip Wills will try and get there, but we'll hit the ball in.
Yeah, well organised around the contest then. Buffaloes had players out the back. They just fished it out the back through the hands and allowed them to clear out of the danger area.
So we're underway again, and I think that was Rioli who's attacked it there and looking for a high free kick, and he'll get it. The umpire gives it to him as he goes for the switch immediately, looking for Sam Darley, and he'll find him. And Scavano's telling him to go wide, and he'll find Cale Coleman as Tiwi have gone to this near side wing in a heartbeat as he gives it to Scavano. He goes. The kick is long, and I think that's Puat Jimmy there. Oh, he does fantastic there. Great body work, and he's taken the mark, and he's within scoring range, and he turns his back and said, boys, I'll take it from here. It'll be a pretty hard set shot on goal here. He's about 40 metres out. The wind's blowing into him, but the way people have kicked today, it will not write him off. We know what a set of wheels Puat Jimmy has as well. He can really run, this bloke, as he's strolling in on his left foot, and I think it's just going to, it's just drifted out on the full in the end. And
yeah, just sat it up a bit, didn't he? And that wind got hold of it, blew it across. You know, that one really needed to keep it lower, punch it through a bit more solidly. So might learn from it.
As Nathan Deans will take it in the back pocket here, the ever-reliable fullback for Darwin Buffaloes. He's been a great signing for them as he chips it over the top. And I think he's found Tom Simpson once again, who's, I don't even know how many touches he's had in his first term, but I think Buffaloes are kind of using this red time to their advantage just to get to the break. But that's kick has landed in the lap there of Desmond Tipperwater-Mary, and he's going to slow it up here. Oh, that is a terrible kick. He's kicked that with his ankle, I reckon, as it's just going to, and then we'll have a stoppage there, but that was, I don't know what happened there. That was awful. The umpire still hasn't blown his whistle. Thought he might have paid hold on the ball there, but not in the end.
Yeah, it was, he's just lost it from hand to foot, hasn't he? And almost missed the football with his leg altogether.
Yeah, all the Buffaloes players turned around and they saw the ball was right there. As Sam Darley wins that one out of the contest, looking for Rioli. He gets it. He's got Jared Stokes applying pressure. McLean will get it, and he'll give the handball outside, looking for Michael Dunn. And he'll retract as Tiwi are working the hands a lot here, as the big ruckman Goodwin will go down the line, and that's an awful kick, and that'll be out in the full, and I think Buffaloes will slow this down for red time here.
Yeah, 23 minutes plus gone in this quarter, so won't be much more time to go, but yeah, we've had a great contest. Obviously scores are level, and both sides have had their moments, but as you said earlier, Leo, the kicking for goal has been exceptional.
So Jared Stokes will just send this one right to the top of the 50. Oh, great crumbing there by Cooper. And he's just sent that ball straight in the air, and it's going to be hard for Locke as there's players coming out the back, but Tiwi should be able to work it out as they give it to Thompson, and he hits a short kick, and it's a good one to Sam Daly, and he looks up, he chips it over, and that's, oh, they could be out here through Michael Dunn as he's moving on here. Handball over the top again. He's found William Munkara, and then he looks the handball for Thompson, but that's a costly error as Phillip Wills does well there to even that contest, and he's going to take this one straight to the boundary line, the veteran, and he gets a little kick forward, not much of it. Nathan Spry's in there. Michael Thompson goes for it, but Phillip Wills grabs it perfectly, and I think he's paid contact below the knees to Michael Thompson as William Munkara will play on, and that's a fantastic kick there. And yeah, that was a weird free kick there, Stu.
Yeah, diving at the footy, I suppose, technically. Made contact below the knees, but yeah, a bit hard. He was certainly focused on the football and eyes only for it. Unfortunate there for the coach Wills. As, that was the siren, I think, wasn't it? So, yeah, kick after the siren.
Yes, Carson Cantillary was fantastic last week. We know that he rucks and then rests full forward, and this would be fantastic for Tiwi if they can. This will bring a lot of momentum into the second term as he strolls in with a little stutter. And the kick might just drift left there, and it'll be a minor score, I think. Or maybe it wasn't the siren, Stu. I think we're still playing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, the siren went.
Yeah, yes, it is. So that was a point to finish proceedings in the first quarter, but yeah, a really entertaining game of football, just whizzing from one end to the other. Both teams, as Leo said earlier, as we just see an umbrella go flying across the ground down there. Picked up by one of the umpires. But yeah, both sides willing to move the ball quickly, try to give themselves the best opportunity to score. But we've got a great contest at quarter time here at Tracy Village Oval. It's the home side Tiwi Bombers by 1 point. We'll be back with the second quarter shortly.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. King for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this thing. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch. Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory, we're here when you need us most. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring him up, up. Bring him back, bring him back, bring him back.
Top End Footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Go! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top End Footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back to Tracy Village Oval for this round 15 clash of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League season. It's a season on the line basically for both sides. It'd be hard to see Darwin Buffaloes pushing their way into finals, but Tiwi have a mathematical chance, but mathematical chance means they have to win every game from here basically, Leo, and they started pretty well, but Buffs continuing their recent good form against top sides, and they're right in this contest as well.
Yeah, Buffaloes are feeling like they're every chance to win this one as we're underway here, as Goodwin will get it down, and Brendan Cantilla's done well there. He's danced through a couple. He gets it back to his big ruckman in Goodwin, and Lockyer will give the hands out to Braden McLean, who's, I think he might be starting on the wing today. That's a great kick to Thompson, but he's dropped that one cold, but Lockyer's there to clean it up, and he gives it over the top to Brendan Cantilla. He's got a bit of time and space here. He might even have a shot on goal, but it's just going to stay right there, and Buffaloes will take the kick in there, but a dangerous start from Tiwi. They look very dangerous coming out of that stoppage, and Brendan Cantilla looks very good in the middle. Yeah, that's right. He's a live wire. He can take a big hanger of a mark, and he's quick across the grass as well, so he's an important player for them. Bradley Stokes will get a 1-2 off Phil Wills in the back pocket there. As we've come to this near side wing, it's gone through the hands there of Riley Holden, and I think the ball will just trickle over for a boundary throw in. And the crowd's really getting into this one today. Both teams really want to win. That's what we love to see, though, as we have this very overcast Saturday afternoon, as Goodwin taps it out the back there, and Cantilla's onto it. He's had a great start to this second quarter as he gives the hands out, looking for Kurt Dunn. Can he be clean with this one? He can. He's under immediate pressure from Riddle. He sends him on skates, and he sends another one on skates. Oh, he's just dancing around everyone at the moment. As Puat Jimmy gets there, he's just run under the footy, but he's going to get a second chance onto it as he's tapping it around, but no real clean possession there, as Buffalo should win it back through Wills, as he'll give it back, I think, through... That was Flynn Sparks, sorry, as Tiwi are appealing for holding the ball, but we'll get a ball up here.
Yep. Correct decision.
Hennessy was looking pretty dangerous there, but couldn't quite come to fruition, as we get another forward 50 stoppage, and Tiwi always look very, very dangerous when they've got forward 50 stoppages, so Buffaloes would want to be on their toes, as Goodwin's had a good start here, as Hennessy comes straight through. It was a bit too easy, as Rioli's got it there. He couldn't quite get the boot to ball, wanted to hold in the man free kick, as Bradley Stokes gets an average handball out, as Braden McLean will win it back, and he turns one way, goes the other, and it'll land on the lap of Bradley Stokes, but he's let that one go. He's under pressure from Rioli. That could be holding the ball, and I think it will be. That's fantastic from Willie Rioli. Great forward 50 pressure there, and he'll have a pretty tricky shot on goal now.
Yeah, Bradley Stokes just a bit of a fumble with the first attempt, and that put him right under pressure, and Willie Rioli wasn't letting him go. But if anyone can kick this goal, Willie can, that's for sure.
Yeah, the former Eagle, former Premiership player, come back home to play for the Tiwi Bombers, he's taken his time with this set shot here. He's very much close to the boundary line, about 50 metres out, and he's faked it, and he's just chipped it over the top, and I think he's found Brandon Cantilla, and he'll have a much easier set shot on goal, but that was brilliant from Rioli. He really caught Buffalo's napping there.
I think he fooled everyone.
A fantastic start to this quarter from Brandon Cantilla. He looks very dangerous in the middle. We know he's got a turn of pace, and he'll line up here to put the Tiwi Bombers up by 7, sorry. He's got to use the wind to his advantage, and he's just snuck that into the left behind post there, and there'll be another minor score for the Tiwi Bombers, as they've looked very dangerous to start off this second term, as Bradley Stokes will go and collect the football, and hopefully he can make up for his error just then.
Yeah, Darwin haven't been able to get it out of their back half so far in this second quarter, so they're looking to string some possessions together here.
He's not too sure what to do here, Bradley Stokes, so he's just going to send it very far up to the far wing, as I think that might be, and a few fumbles there, and the ball will go out of bounds, as we'll get another boundary throw in.
Yeah, Brodie Foster right up the ground there, and I noticed in the first quarter they pinch hit him in the ruck for a little while as well, which is a little bit unusual to give Atkinson a chop out, but yeah, he's a dangerous forward.
Speaking of Atkinson, as he just grabs that out of the ruck, gives a few handballs. The Buffaloes have worked it out. They look dangerous there, but they've just kind of dropped that ball a little bit there as Jared Stokes is getting onto it. Great pick up by the big fella in Goodwin, but Tom Simpson will pick that up beautifully. He gives the hands over to Jared Stokes. Bit of a hospital ball, as I think that's Callum Russell in there. He gives a nice handball out wide. I think it's McGregor. He's doing a bit of dancing, trying to get around Braden McLean. Not an easy task, and that handball's gone straight out of bounds. How will the umpires see this? Just a throw in.
Yeah, almost walked over the boundary line in the end. Very close out there, but
I think he has paid deliberate.
Oh, he has, yeah. Oh, wow.
Braden McLean will have it on the wing there as he'll chip it inside to Michael Thompson. And he's going to go all the way back home and found Blackney as he goes out to Ashton Hams, and he's got Coleman out there, and that's a great kick. Can Riddle get there? Oh, he's done well there, Andrew Riddle, but he did lose his feet. Applying pressure there is... Oh, and Andrew Riddle's got it again. He was hit over the head there. Umpire said no. Bit of a push in the back there. Everyone's appealing for every free kick as Coleman's in there and he gets a handball out. As Darley's there, another potential high. Umpire says no. And he says holding the ball, and that's, wow. That was quite a passage of players to Sean Wright will have a chance to put it inside 50. There's not much there. I think he looked for lock, but didn't really get a hold of that kick as a diving attempt at mark there by Twycross didn't work out. As Blackney will just send that outside, and I think it might land on the lap of Billy Munkara here, but diving spoil from Philip Wills was fantastic from the player coach. As almost a fantastic mark there. A bit of a specky attempt as Twycross will exit, and he'll get a fair bit on that kick looking for... I'm sorry, that was Hennessy as he just went over his head, and Buffaloes will exit. Humphrey goes through his hands and he's not happy with himself as the ball will trickle over for a boundary throw in.
Yeah, these conditions starting to affect the play a bit, aren't they? The wind is getting pretty strong here, and players just struggling to adapt to it at the moment.
Yeah, those high kicks are not going anywhere. They're just holding. As Tiwi win this stoppage and they get a clearance through Lockyer, but it'll be marked down there very well. I think that might be
Deans, I reckon.
Yeah, Deans as he's gone for the switch there, and they've ended pretty wide. It's not a great kick though. It's between a couple of Buffaloes players. As Watts, he'll have it. He'll go for a run. And he's gone down the line there. Locke is there. Riddle's there. Goes through with multiple sets of hands as Locke's going to get onto this one. Picks it up. Gives the hands out quickly. And they're going to exit in. They're going to enter inside 50 here. But the boundary umpire said you took the ball out of bounds, and Buffaloes are not happy about that.
Oh, yeah. Chris Williams, the veteran, was just... might have just swung his hands out as he was setting up to kick, but it stopped all their momentum, didn't it?
Yeah, it's happened a couple of times today for both teams. They've looked very, very dangerous, and then one little error just kind of ruins everything. But it's taking a while to throw this one in. I'm not sure what's happening. I think they're waiting for the footy.
Yeah, kick down the ground. So
the umpire's just given it to Jared Stokes and said, kick it to him, please, mate. As Chris Williams is going to have a go on the ruck here against big Tom Goodwin. And Nathan Spry's in there. Hennessy's gone straight in, but he couldn't quite bring the footy with him as Lockyer does a couple of dance moves, and he's had a few clearances today. He's been good as he sends it high and long looking for Port Jimmy. He couldn't get there. Wills is there, and he's just going to use his composure there. He does very, very well. And then we'll eventually get it out of there, Darwin. And it's a great kick as Tom Simpson's there, and he takes a solid mark in the middle of the ground. What will he want to do here? He goes back to the near side looking for his captain in Jared Stokes, but he's under pressure there. Almost a great mark by Coleman. He's done well, but Jared Stokes has won it back somehow. He gives it to Riddle, but Lockyer has stripped it off him. And then it's going to come back again straight through Simpson. He drops the chest mark, gives it out to Bradley Stokes. He's got a bit of time on this wing as he's going to pop it into the forward pocket, and I think it's going to get out the back there. It was almost marked by Foster, and Jared Stokes has just taken a mark straight to the chest about 3 metres away. McGregor's in there. He tries to spin out a tackle, and then Ashton Hams has it as the umpire's paid a throw. I think he's paid Kurt Dunn with a throw, and he's given the free kick. I think it might be going on McGregor as he's hobbling around with a sore foot. Hope he's okay.
Yeah, Ashton Hams couldn't believe what he was seeing from the umpire, but Chris Williams is going to take the free kick in the end, directly in front. So still looking for the first goal of this second quarter. We've had a number of chances, but this is Darwin's first real chance in the quarter.
And he's put put it through. And that'll be the first goal of the second quarter, as you were saying, Stu, and Buffaloes go up by 3 points. And I just saw Darcy McGregor there hobbling off the ground. He couldn't put any weight on that foot, so hopefully that's okay. That'll be a massive loss for the Buffaloes, so it didn't look very good.
Yeah, it will be. But yeah, Chris Williams, the experienced campaigner, just allowed for the breeze down there and sunk it straight through the middle and gives Buffaloes the lead back in the second quarter.
We've got Deshaun Wright in the midfield there, along with Goy Locke, and a bit of a new look midfield for the Buffaloes so far, and I think that might even be Chris Williams back. Oh no, sorry. That is Christopher Atkinson, my apologies. There's Tom Simpson's in there wanting the footy, and he will get it, I think. He will, and he's go for a handball, but he was immediately tackled. As I think there might be Michael Thompson out there who's gathered it, and he'll have a chance to put it inside 50. He does. No, not really to any advantage of his players, and both Buffaloes players go for the ball, as Deans does really well down there. And then Locke's got the ball. He avoids a tackle, and he goes for a weird kick. I think he might have been looking for Humphrey, but Wills will take a fantastic mark, the player coach, and
gee, that was timely, wasn't it? It was a dangerous kick.
It really was.
Yeah, terrific attack on the ball by Wills.
That's a fantastic mark by Willie Rioli as well, under a lot of pressure there by Cooper, as he gets, and the kick's as good to Sam Daly, but he's dropped an absolute sitter as he gives the hands off to Dunn, and he'll chip it, looking for William Munkara. Not 15, the umpire said. Scrivano will get it. He'll kick it off his left. Puat Jimmy's a chance to mark this. Oh, sorry, not Puat Jimmy. That was Mark Puat Timmy, and we'll have a throw-in in the Tiwi forward half there. As Tiwi always dangerous in a forward 50 stoppage. As we throw it in here, and Cantilla's going to go on the ruck for this one. Buffalo's got a very average kick out there as Foster's there, and he'll give the handball wide. Nothing to go to here as they go down the line. Oh, that's a fantastic mark down there, taken by Tipawuntamuri, and he goes inside and he's found Sam Daly, and that's a solid kick, but that's an even better mark there by Deans, who's been very, very good today. He's so reliable for the Buffaloes. A very good one-on-one and contested mark as he goes for a bit of a run, and then he'll just bomb it out of there. And Chris Williams, a great mark there, the experienced campaigner, and he's just told these boys, let's just get a bit of structure here, let's slow it up. As Humphrey wants it on the wing, he's a bit indecisive here, Chris Williams, and he just kicks it straight in the air. As Kurt Dunn's going to go for this one, but Foster's there, and he takes a very good mark there. The Buffaloes have gotten two great clunks in a row here. Can they make their way up the ground as Simpson's in the middle? Is in the middle of the ground, screaming for it, and the umpires told Atkinson to get out of the protected area. I'm not sure what he's trying to do here. As Foster's gone forward there, and that's almost a great mark there, almost. As Locke, crumbs it really well, goes for a little sidestep, and he's just walked that over the boundary there. I thought he was going to sell Twycross, but not quite.
Been penalised for it as well. It's insufficient intent. He didn't look too urgent about keeping the ball in play, did he?
Sam Daly's got it again. He's gotten a few inside kicks today, and he'll go wide, and he's found Michael Dunn. He's got a paddock of space here. He's probably going to take a couple of bounces. He looks up, nothing he really likes, so goes inside. I think he might have been looking for Cantilla there, but Deans is there again, and he's done fantastic there, and that'll go over for a boundary throw in.
Yeah, Deans has been amazing in defence for Darwin for the last few weeks at least, but all season he's really found his niche back there, and he's been crucial to the way they've played the game over the last few weeks as well.
Yeah, great user of the footy as well. Yeah. He's a very solid fullback as Buffaloes will win this, and Watts will turn inside out, and he'll go for a switch looking for Deans. It's a dangerous kick. He was probably held without the footy there, and umpire agrees, and Michael Deans will get the free kick, and he goes wide, and he finds Deshaun Wright. There's numbers on his outer wing for Buffaloes, and I'm not sure who that kick was looking for, but he's found Hennessy, and he'll attack it, and he'll kick it off the left. I'm not sure if that was his favoured foot, and Scrivano, that'll land in his lap, and he's probably within distance, and the way he's strutting back, I think he's going to have a shot.
Yeah, that was a terrific kick from Hennessy, disciplined kick into the danger area, and Scrivano at first to the drop of the ball, straight onto his lap. But, Yeah, the two late inclusions who normally play for Banks in the NTFL in the Men's Premier League Reserves competition, but there is that agreement between Banks and the Tiwi Bombers which allows them to borrow some players from them, and they've both been pretty good for them today.
Yes, as that kick will just go left from Scrivano, and I think Simpson's going to take that kick in. I'm not sure how he's found himself getting a kick in there, but he's just going to stroll through and send that a fair way, to be fair. And fantastic mark down there. He's had a good first half today. Foster Twycross has gotten out the back, and I think it's Chris Williams. He'll enter inside 50 as Locke's down there, but he's really done really well there. Has Blackney Noda. He has used his body well and read the flight of the ball beautifully as he plays on and finds Sam Darley on the half-back flank here, and he's going to bite off a big kick, and he's hit. I think it might be Michael Dunn. It's just gone over his head. As Atkinson, he wins that, and he gives it to Cooper as he's just going to dance around a bit, doesn't want to kick it. He handballs inside as the ball comes inside 50 finally. The numbers with Tiwi, and I think Kurt Dunn will get there first as he does and marks it, and Ashton Hams wants it, but Brendan Cantilla's out wide here. Humphrey's going to try and bring this to ground, but he just couldn't get there in time as Brendan Cantilla gives the hands to Sam Darley. He's had a busy 5 minutes, and he'll go down the line. And he's managed to find Stanley Tipalura, which he's done really well there as Nigel Lockie has dropped a sitter, but he'll gather it up, and he's lost his footing, gives a blind handball out looking for Port Jimmy, and then I think it's Wills. He storms away with that, gives the hands inside as Buffalo's looking for Tom Simpson. He just kind of ducked his head there and dropped the ball as Braden McLean has danced around, and Tom Simpson wants to make up for his error, and he'll get a holding the ball free kick. Great call by the umpire and great pressure from Tom Simpson, and the umpires there's a bit going on here. The crowd is really letting the umpires know their opinion.
Well, we had two umpires giving two different decisions. I think that's contributed to that. And now Simpson, who was awarded the free kick by one of the umpires, has had something to say and will be giving away a 50-metre penalty as well as the free kick. So, yeah, it's all happening here at Tracy Village Oval, and as you said, the crowd really getting involved in it as well. Passionate supporters. We saw before the game that the women's teams from both clubs lined up for Braden McLean's entry onto the ground for his 200th game, which was great to see.
As he will have a shot on goal 50 metres out. Yeah, that was a really tricky one to figure out there. Both umpires different decisions at the same time, and it's ended up a Tiwi free kick in 50 metres, so Buffaloes will feel hard done by as Braden McLean will stroll in here. We know how much of a good user he is. As the wind decides to stop as he's kicked it, but it'll just stay right, and it'll be another minor score for Tiwi, as Tiwi have left a few goals on the board in this second term, which could come back to bite them.
Yeah, McLean and Simpson just getting to know each other out there, having a couple of nudges and a few words. All good fun. They might get to do it again next week in the All-Stars game. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, it will be, as Bradley Stokes will take the kick out and send it long to the far wing as Foster's in there, and he'll just push the player and the ball over the boundary line and take a stoppage. So we're 17 minutes into this second term with Buffalo's up by just the 1 point at the moment.
Yeah, Tiwi haven't been able to add a goal in the quarter, and Buffalo's just the one, so it's been pretty hard going.
Nigel Lockie really got up there for that ruck contest as Riddle's first there. He wanted a free kick, he won't get one. And Braden McLean will end up for it. His umpires paid holding the ball just before he got the handball away. Tiwi will feel hard done by, but Buffaloes will get a free kick, and I think it's through
Atkinson.
Yeah, Chris Atkinson, sorry, as he'll give a little kick out wide as he's found Caelan Russell. Buffalo's in no rush here. I think Philip Wills might be yelling out red time as Caelan Russell's kicked that straight in the air. That's caught in the wind. Deans goes for a very courageous mark. He just left it behind. Stokes runs onto it. He's back on there. He's lost his footing. He gets up immediately and gives a handball out wide. Wasn't a very good one. Scrivano will soccer it. McLean will get the handball forward. Thompson's running onto it as well, but Deans will stop that one there. A lot of soccers in this passage of play, as I think that might be Caelan Russell again. He's given the handball out the back. And we're going to go inside to Watts as he's left the footy behind as well. Tiwi have got numbers here as Brandon Cantilla's onto it. He wants a free kick. He probably should just pick up the footy. And Philip Wills is in there as well. We know how good of an attacker of the footy he is. He's wrapped up, and the umpire will bring that one up. A lot of fumbles there.
Yeah, it was rolling ball, wasn't it? Just the ball was moved along the ground about 30 metres.
Spry's in there. He'll give the handball out the back to Deans, and he's run down from behind. That should be holding the ball, and it is, and that is a fantastic tackle from the big full forward and ruckman in Carson Cantilla. That is fantastic, and he'll have a shot on goal.
Yeah, just had no awareness that Carson Cantilla was in that proximity, and yeah, obviously no one talking to him, telling him that either, but a good tackle. Sometimes you can panic in those situations and get a bit overzealous and give away the free kick in the tackle, but Cantilla did it beautifully and has a set shot as the clock ticks towards the time on period in this second quarter.
Yeah, he really tried to get his team over the line last week as well, Carson Cantilla, but no one really came with him as he strolls in here about 40 out. No real angle to speak of, and that looks like a great kick. Tiwi is celebrating, and he gets the much-needed goal for the Tiwi Bombers as they get their first of the second term, and Carson Cantilla is having a quietly good day once again for the Tiwi Bombers.
Yeah, he's a really important player and one of those utility players that can play anywhere. Last year he was basically playing in the ruck all year and started this season playing in defence, and now they're using him up forward, and he's doing the job for them there as well. So yeah, he's an important player, and that was a really solid kick straight through the middle. Goal umpire didn't move at all.
Yeah, no, his kicks aren't easy with the wind we've got today, as Tiwi have really used Nigel Lockyer as a full-time midfielder today, which I like, and he's been using him as a centre-half forward, and he just hasn't been able to get himself into the game, and he's been getting a lot of clearances for Tiwi as we're back underway there, as Atkinson just taps it straight in the air as Deshaun Wright's there, and he'll get a handball forward. There's a few runners for both teams as Locke has a great attack on the foot. He's won it somehow as Atkinson gets it, just fumbles, but he gets it out to Spry, and he chips it over and finds Deshaun Wright, and he'll hold that one up. And he gets a low kick, and it's a good one, and he finds Tom Simpson. He's probably just beyond his range, and he's taking his time going back here. He's only got a couple of minutes left in this second term, as he's going to take his time, and he goes wide. He's found something he liked, and it's a great kick, and it's marked down there by Darcy McGregor, so good to see that he's back on the field and okay, and he'll have a set shot on goal for the Darwin Buffaloes to reply to that Tiwi goal just before.
Yeah, good vision from Simpson, good use of the footy, and gives them a chance late in the quarter to potentially snatch the lead back.
As he comes in, the very electric midfielder, he's gotten a fair bit on it, he's punched it, but it'll just stay left, and we'll have a kick in for Tiwi, and I assume they'll be in no hurry. I reckon both teams are looking forward to this reset, half-time, get with the coaches and see where they go from here, as Ashton Hams will know what to do in this scenario. And he'll just chip it over and find Cale Coleman, who'll just slow it up a bit, and in the back pocket there, I think he's signalling that he wants to go long here, but
siren's gone.
Siren went, that missed me, but that brings us half time.
Yeah, that siren's a bit hard to hear at Tracy Village. It comes from over at the scoreboard there. So, but yeah, another tight quarter of football. Just one goal apiece in that quarter, and Tiwi stretch their lead from the 1 point that they had at quarter time out to 3 points at half time. But yeah, it's a gripping contest, and we've seen some great individual performances. But as we said, the wind is a bit difficult for the players, something that they're not really used to in NTFL footy. That sounds strange in a cyclone-prone area, but really when the footy's on, we don't get a lot of wind generally. So they've got to adapt to that. But we've got a fantastic contest, as we expected, coming into half-time, Leo, and on behalf of NT News and Community TV, this is NTFL's coverage of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL season. And at half-time, it's the Tiwi Bombers leading by 3 points. We'll be back with the second half shortly.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Azalea's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this thing. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch. Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory, we're here when you need us most. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back, up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
Top End Footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Go! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top End Footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back to Tracy Village Oval for continuation of this round 15 Men's Premier League game between the Tiwi Bombers and the Darwin Buffaloes. We've got a terrific game before us here. Just a goal apiece in that second quarter keeps the margin close, 4 points in favour of Tiwi. I'm Stu Davis. I'm with Leo King today. Leo, a really interesting contest. Obviously the game can go either way. How do you see it going from here?
Yeah, it's been a very attacking central game. It's been very slingshot end-to-end, and that should favour Tiwi, but Darwin, I think they've defended really, really well today. And Stu, I actually don't know which way this is going to go, but I reckon Tiwi might just find a extra gear to give themselves a slight chance at finals for the rest of the season. As we're underway here, as Thompson tries to get hands to the footy, Lockyer does, gives it straight to Braden McLean. He gets a check side going forward. Great attack by Wills, but it snuck out the back of him, but Bradley Stokes will clean it up under pressure from Port Jimmy. As Munkara, he's in there. He gives the hands to Tipalura to put Jimmy. He might have a shot on goal. Here he goes inside looking for Brandon Cantilla, and that is a fantastic kick from Port Jimmy, and Brandon Cantilla will line up about 35 metres out in a slight angle.
Yeah, just no one from the Buffaloes picked him up drifting forward, did they? He was out in space for a long time, and good vision from Port Jimmy, and good delivery with the left foot, and a chance for a goal in the opening minute of this second half.
Yeah, it's exactly how Tiwi wanted to start, straight out of the middle. They had Braden McLean and Cantilla in the midfield, which was a real turn of pace with Lockyer in the ruck as Cantilla comes in, and that is a beautiful kick. That is straight through the middle, and that will put Tiwi on the board very early in this third term as they go ahead by 10 points against the Darwin Buffaloes, and they couldn't have asked for a better start there, Stu.
Yeah, that's right. It's a quick goal. Took the ball from the centre bounce forward. Noticed Braden McLean starting in the middle in this second half, and he got the centre clearance, got him going forward. So, but yeah, some smart play, good vision, good use of the footy, and a good set shot goal from Cantilla. Breeze has just dropped off a little bit at the moment, so conditions a bit better here.
Yes, hopefully both teams will try and take advantage of that. There's Atkinson against Lockyer in the ruck. Lockyer gives himself a run-up. He can jump, can Nigel Lockyer. There's Hutchinson. He had the footy. He gives the handball out to Humphrey. He's got a bit of time and space here. As he enters inside 50, I think I heard a whistle, no. And then, they've done well there as Williams has got it forward and it's landed in the lap of Riley Holden, and he'll have a very tricky shot on goal. And that was a clever kick there by Atkinson.
Just some persistence there from the Buffaloes. Won the clearance, got it out wide, and they kept themselves in the contest and hacked it forward, and he's in the right place at the right time, Holden.
He's got a fair bit on the kick, and that is a fantastic kick by Riley Holden. That was a very tricky set shot, and he's made that look all too easy as he has responded right back to Tiwi's opening goal, and we had two very early goals in this third term, and we're back to 4 points.
Wow. So Riley Holden, it's just his second game of NTFL for the Buffaloes. He hails from WA and played in a few leagues down there. He's only a 20-year-old, but gee, that was a thumping left foot kick, wasn't it? And his teammates were clapping that through from the moment it left the boot. So solid kick and a terrific response from the Buffaloes.
Yeah, neither team going away here. When you think one team might go on a bit of a run, there's a response, and we've enjoyed every bit of it today as we get back in the middle and gone very speed heavy. Have Tiwi in the midfield with Brandon Cantilla, Michael Thompson and Braden McLean. So different look as Simpson gets in there. He managed to get a handball out. Jared Stokes runs over the footy. Lockyer tries to get there as McLean gets it, and he'll just take the tackle here and we'll restart. As Tom Simpson has been a massive inclusion for Darwin Buffaloes today, as he's in there again on cue as he gets a clearance out. As Foster goes up for it and takes a fantastic mark. He's taken some clunks today, and Jared Stokes, his captain, says go back, have a shot on goal, and he's been good today, hasn't he, Stu?
Oh, how good are his hands. That's at least the third big contested mark that he's taken, and this time gives himself another shot at goal. But yeah, he's been really impressive for him. Just needs to start hitting the scoreboard for him now.
As Samson Bayman, the umpire, didn't like how one of the Buffaloes players ran into the protected zone, so Foster will have to start his routine again. As now he strolls in to put the second goal for the Darwin Buffaloes in this third term in a minute. He's About 45 out. He's got a fair bit on it. Buffaloes like it, and that's another one. That's 2 in a minute for the Darwin Buffaloes, and Brodie Foster, I think, gets his first for the day for some reward for his fantastic game he's playing, and Buffaloes are in front, Stu.
Yeah, those last 2 goals, like set shots, but just solid kicks from long range and split the centre. Goal umpire hasn't had to move on either of them, and gee, that's impressive, and it'll be a real confidence booster for the Buffaloes after Tiwi got that opening goal, but gee, they've responded beautifully.
Yes, they have. So I've really enjoyed the midfield battle today. It's been pretty even. There's been Nigel Lockie's had plenty of clearances. Tom Simpson's had plenty of them. It's been pretty even as we get underway again as Goodwin gets in there for Tiwi and he taps it straight forward. Lockie shows his wheels and just bursts through and he gets a quick kick forward. That is fantastic from Nigel Lockyer. That is absolutely brilliant. Straight out of the middle. Shows his athleticism and gives it to Sam Daly. He's having a set shot on goal. I thought he gave it off there, but he'll have a set shot on goal about 35 out.
Yeah, Darley coming out of the goal square, which is a bit unusual, but just change things up a bit.
As he comes in, and it is raining goals in this third term. 4 goals in about 5 minutes. This has been a fantastic start to this third term. Very different to the first, and that was very impressed by Nigel Lockyer there. Just absolutely outran those 2 Buffaloes players. Off balance on his left foot has hit Sam Daly on an absolute dime, and he finished that beautifully, did Sam Daly.
Yeah, you just love it, don't you, when players prepared to take it on, and he backed himself with his pace and used the ball beautifully. And yeah, Daly, as I said, in a bit of a different role, coming from deep forward, but another solid kick. It's just a clinic early in this third quarter, the goal kicking. It's just incredible. Two each and all quality goals.
Yeah, very similar to that first term, isn't it, Stu? It's just everyone's got their kicking boots on in this third term. This is fantastic to watch as Goodwin does the same thing he did just before as Thompson might get there first. He gets a rubbish bounce, but Lockie is there again. He'll go off his left foot, looking for Daly. Could we have a repeat? Not quite, just slips through the hands. Wills is in there. He's doing a couple 360s, and umpire's pinged him for a throw there, and Philip Wills is not happy about that. He's put the head down, and I think he's biting his tongue a bit as Sam Daly will have a set shot on goal for 2 in a minute.
I think, is it?
Oh, it's Cantilla, Carson Cantilla.
Yeah, wants to take it, but yeah, that was an interesting decision. I saw Daly just threw a leg towards the ball. I thought the whistle might have been for that, penalising him, but it's going Tiwi's way.
As Carson Cantilla comes in, and no one can miss in this third term. That's our 5th goal already in 6 minutes. It is just goals on goals early, and Carson Cantilla puts through his second, and we know what a dangerous prospect he is up forward and his athleticism, and Tiwi extend their margin back out to 10.
Yeah, it's fast paced. Don't go away and make a cup of tea or anything. You'll miss out here after a pretty tight, dour second quarter where there's just 1 goal apiece scored. But as we said, that breeze has dropped right off, and conditions are absolutely perfect here now, and the football on display is something special at the moment.
It is. Both teams playing its best they have all year in this first 7 minutes. It's fantastic, and there's a couple changes in the midfield. As I think it's Deshaun Wright's gone in there, and Lockie has stepped out of the ruck, and he'll play on the ball, and he's had a great start to this third term as Goodwin just takes it out of the ruck, and it'll be hard to bring down, but Simpson gets it out, gives the handball over the top, and they go inside 50 here, Buffaloes, and Locke will get there first. He just couldn't quite grab it, though. Deshaun Wright gets in there. He couldn't grab it either. And then, does Twycross, and Lockie is there. And there's a handball inside looking for Stokes. Coleman gets there first, but Stokes is not giving him an inch. He tackles him and gets him holding the ball, and he wants to go, and he looks for, almost a mark there, not quite taken. Kurt Dunn, who's been good down back there today, and it's been cleared looking for William Munkara, but it's going to be over his head and over the boundary line.
On the full.
Yep, there you go. And Philip Wills playing down back today as he wants to control a bit and go to communicate to his team. He'll take the free kick on the outer wing there. He not really liking much, not much movement from the Buffaloes players. He's probably going to bomb it looking for Brodie Foster, but looks for Atkinson, but Goodwin does well there, and he takes a solid mark. Does the big ruckman.
He's a big unit, isn't he?
Yeah, wouldn't want to be in his way as he goes for a bit of a run and kicks a bit of a sidewinder, and it's landed in the lap. Not quite taken there. I think it's Cantilla. as he gets onto it, and Deshaun Wright, he'll put it inside 50 for the Buffaloes, and he's found Riddle, and he's kind of turned his back there, and he looks like he's confident on the set shot on goal. Nothing really reaching out for him. As we said earlier, it's his debut, played for a fair few clubs over his juniors, and had that fantastic rundown tackle in the first term that led to a Jared Stokes goal, and he'll line up here. He's kind of poked at it. I'm not sure if it's going to carry the distance, and it won't, and it's marked down there on the line by Tiwi, and Tepa Wuntamuri will hold that one up, and he sends that one straight in the air. It's a strange kick. But it'll work out as Tiwi are out here, and Sam Darley's got the ball. He'll take a bounce. They've got runners all over. He gives it to Lockyer. He's inside, and he'll give it off to Hennessy, and he's going to have a shot on goal here. I think he might have kicked it. That is a fantastic goal from the Tiwi Bombers. Just rugby league style. Have just run it all the way from the back and have kicked a fantastic goal.
Yeah, I was going to say, Sam Darley was running back from the ball. I was just going to say, give it to someone else that's quicker, but they played it perfectly, and happy to share it around. And yeah, Hennessy it was that got on the end of it, and he's been a good inclusion for them today.
He has, yeah. He'll be running amok if he goes back down to reserves next week. And yeah, that was a great goal to look at. They were just running in numbers, and yeah, fantastic finish. That's Tiwi to a T, as they've extended their margin out to a 16-point margin, so a little bit of breathing room here, and that happened very quickly. We've had, I think, 6 goals in 10 minutes in this third term. As we'll get back underway here, as Atkinson will continue his ruck duties for the Buffaloes, I should say, as Lockyer gets a handball out to Braden McLean, who started in the midfield in this third term and been pretty good, as Coleman will get a handball out as being front and centre out of the back line, but it'll land in the lap of Bradley Stokes, and he'll give the handball out to Philip Wills. Those two have been very good down back for the Buffaloes today, and the ball will go out and out of bounds for a throw-in on the far wing.
Everyone can take a breather. Yeah, all of a sudden, Tiwi have added 3 goals in a row, and give themselves a pretty good break at the moment, but we've seen how quickly teams can score here today, so they're certainly not safe.
I reckon Atkinson got away with a dead set throw there, as he's given it to Jared Stokes, but that one will trickle over for the boundary line. And yeah, as you were saying, Stuart, yeah, both teams can score very, very quickly today. Tiwi scored 3 in about 3 minutes just then, so no margin is safe at the moment. The umpire will throw it back in, as Goodwin and Atkinson will still slave away in the ruck, the 2 big boys, and Goodwin had front spot, so he taps it forward, but Buffalo's win it back through Spark, and he'll get it forward, and Coleman's in this. Oh, it's a fantastic spoil. Is he going to pay front on contact? I don't think so. I think that was a really solid spoil. It might have been Holden, or no, sorry, Nathan Spry. And yeah, it's hard to do that spoil.
Yeah, that's right, without interfering, certainly, and wins themselves another stoppage inside 50.
Couple stoppages in a row, slowing the very fast pace of this game, as the umpire's blown his whistle, and it's going to go the way of T. No, it's going to go out of the Buffalo, sorry, and go to Tom Simpson. He's given it to Jared Stokes, and he's launched off his right foot. Does it have the distance? Not quite, and guess who?
Again, it's Brodie Foster with those vice-like hands, and this time it's only a metre or 2 out from goal, although he's been pushed around on a bit of an angle. Should still be pretty comfortable from here.
Yeah, he's taken some serious marks today, just not even 2 grabbing him, it's just all in the 1 grab as he strolls in, and he's put it through, and Darwin Buffaloes are now within 10 points again, and the goals just keep coming in this third term, and that's a great response by Darwin, and yeah, fantastic mark by Brodie Foster. He under severe pressure, and he just clunked that.
Yeah, the free kick in the ruck contest just for pushing out, and Atkinson knew that he needed to get it off quickly to his captain, and magnificent mark forward. But big Tom Goodwin's an interesting story for the Tiwi Bombers. He's played most recently before this in Gove in the competition there, so I'm not sure what sort of work he does, but other than that, he's spent a fair bit of time in the State League in Victoria.
As he wins the tap straight down to Nigel Lockyer again, and he sends it really deep inside 50. It's a great kick, almost marked there. I think it was Michael Thompson, but Deshaun Wright's in there trying to get it out, couldn't quite. And then, wow, that was a bit of a dangerous tackle there, but Lock seems okay. as Carson Cantilla's fighting and scrapping, shrugging tackles like no tomorrow, and then Michael Thompson puts it on the boot. It's an ugly kick, but it might be a goal. Oh, Michael Thompson has just slammed that on the boot and it's gone through, and everyone's allergic to missing this third quarter, Stu.
Just one step, wasn't it? Straight through, but strength work from Carson Cantilla. Just shrugged off some tackles. And what about Nigel Lockyer? He's having some sort of quarter, isn't he, out of that midfield and just getting Tiwi going forward continually. So it's been a great move this week, having him in the midfield.
100%. I think Patrick Bowden's really done well there. He's hasn't really found his footing at centre half forward, and we've just seen how fast he is, Stu. He's really got some wheels on him, and he's had some really, really good centre clearances in his third term especially. So we've got Nathan Dean's in the midfield for the Buffaloes. That's another move that Philip Wills has pulled, but Tom Simpson will win that. Humphrey wants it wide, but he says, no, I'm just going to run straight through the middle and give myself heaps of time, and gives it to McGregor. The handball had way too much on it. He's going to be under pressure here, McGregor. Hams is laying a tackle. He does well there. And then Kalen Russell tries to find Cooper. That was too much on it. And still play on the ball. Stayed in. Now it'll go out, but a couple costly handballs there, Stu.
Yeah, they really had a chance, didn't they? They'd broken forward of centre from the ruck contest, had it all open in front of them, and just a slight skill error just puts the brakes on your forward momentum.
So the ball comes in as Goodwin's got his hand over Foster's shoulders then. I'll show you that wasn't a free kick as everyone's fighting and scrapping for the ball. Cooper gets it out to Kalen Russell. He puts it on the boot. Oh, jeez. I was going to say, if that went in. But got very unlucky there as Hams will take the kick in, and he's had an unusually quiet day today. He's definitely earned a quiet game as he gives it off to Braden McLean, who's had a very, very good day himself, the ex-Wanderer.
I think the pace of the game has meant that Hams hasn't had that slow play opportunity for Tiwi, which isn't a bad thing for their game, but the ball's just been moving so quickly that they've been able to bypass him.
Yeah, for sure. There's a great mark there by Deans, and he'll give it off to Simpson, and he's, I'm not sure what that kick happened, and he was looking for Chris Williams. I think he's kept it in somehow. No, not quite, but not a great kick there by Tom Simpson.
Yeah, Chris Williams doesn't agree with the decision, but Hams was calling for it before the whistle blew, so I'm sure that we've got the right call and we've got a boundary throw in, so Buffalo's another chance from stoppage.
As we get underway here is Blackney Note who's in the ruck there, and he just gets a bit of a nothing handball. That great tackle there by Holder as Stokes has got it on his left foot, puts it on the boot, but that'll stay left and be another minor score from the Buffaloes. As
just busy around the contest again, Jared Stokes. Doesn't need much to find himself a little bit of space.
Definitely not. As Tiwi trying to work it through the hands. They've done pretty well up until this point. They've found Braden McLean on the half-back flank here. He uses his experience and composure. Looks for Michael Dunn. That's not a great kick, though. McGregor takes a really good mark, and he's got a chance to spring a rebound in for the Darwin Buffaloes here. Nothing he really likes. Jared Stokes was screaming for it, but he didn't give it to him, and goes wide looking for Chris Williams. I think just let it go at the last minute. And Buffaloes are still alive here, but it's a solid tackle there by Braden McLean, and we'll get another stoppage right on the boundary line.
Yeah, Williams had hands on it, just couldn't keep hold of it on the second grab. So another stoppage, repeat forward entries for Buffaloes.
Foster's going to do some ruck work, and Buffalo's forward 50, and Dunn's just didn't really have no attempt there, but umpire's giving him the benefit of the doubt.
He was under plenty of pressure, but he just looked like he was happy to just step over the line.
The ball gets thrown back in as Foster's doing some ruck work. He taps it behind him. Humphrey's onto it, but Nathan Spry gets there first, gets the handball over the top. Simpson under immediate pressure as well as Foster's in there. A lot of tackles being laid here as McLean does really well there. I don't know how he worked out of that. Gets it long down the line. Lockyer gets up real high, just couldn't quite grab it, and he'll give it back as, a bit of a fumble there, and that'll be a boundary throw, and Buffaloes will be kicking themselves there as Parsons has let that straight through his mitts.
Yeah, Lockyer slow to get to his feet after that marking attempt, but looks like he's moving okay now. But big lead. This game's got everything at the moment.
Really does. It's probably a few more twists and turns to go as Cantilla's doing a bit of ruck work now, and Simpson, don't know how he had so much time there, but he's managed to get a handball out to his coach in Philip Wills, and he'll go down the line looking for Deshaun Wright, but he did some good body work there, but the boundary line will just beat him.
there's been plenty of play on that outer side today, hasn't there, Leo? Would like a bit more over this side.
Yeah, not very convenient for us. So we're just at the scoreboard there, and we'll get it back in here. As a bit of a stalemate after this electrifying first 10 minutes of the game, and Cantilla's in there. He's shrugged a few tackles. Umpires giving him the benefit of the doubt, not holding the ball, as Tiwi have found themselves on the outer side through Port Jimmy, and he's got a bit of time. He handballs in the middle looking for Michael Dunn. He's under immediate pressure. Callum Russell's behind him, but he gets a great kick away, but Philip Wills does so well there, and William Munkara, is battling him, and he's gotten that over the boundary line. Although it won't be deliberate though, but fantastic there by Philip Wills. Great effort.
He's wound back the clock today, hasn't he? It's the best game I've seen him play for a couple of years. He's in everything, and looks fit at the moment as well. So he chooses to sit out some weeks, but it's been important for him today.
Really has been. And we've got a pretty young team in Buffaloes, and he's definitely making those young fellas feel a lot better about themselves by him being out there, I'm sure. As they're underway again, and I think Lockie Humphrey gets a little kick away. Doesn't really lead to much as Carson Cantilla's found himself back there, and he kicks it, but it's well done there. And a little handball smother as Tipalura just slams it on the boot, and it's just stayed left, I think. That was unlucky. Almost a goal there for Stanley Tipalura.
Yeah, Flynn Spark just tried to get the hand pass over the top, but beautifully intercepted. Buffs would have been away, but went back the other way, and Tipalura just missing.
There's a bit of a sloppy kick there from Nathan Spry to Philip Wills, and he'll just bomb that out of there as Cantilla's there, and he gets a hand to it, and he'll get that over the boundary line. We'll get another stoppage, and probably be a few minutes added on to this third term with the amount of goals we saw early.
Yeah, we're into time on. 21 minutes gone in the third quarter. Of course, the broadcast brought to you by NT News and Community TV on behalf of AFLNT.
As Lockie's going to have a go on the ruck against Deans, and that'll be a good battle as the umpire's blown his whistle, and I'm not sure which way this is going. It's going to go Tiwi's way through Nigel Lockyer, and he'll have another touch in this third term. He's had plenty of it. He's kind of put it shallow there. I'm not sure what he was looking for there, because he's just hit Flynn Spark on a dime, and he'll go wide, and he'll find Tom Simpson, who's got a fair bit of space, and him having all this space, and he's just kind of jogging along, not really rushing, and now he puts it right to centre half forward. Hams is in the best spot. He couldn't quite get it. A good spoil by Holden. He's got players running out the back. He just has to get it forward. He does. As Foster's got it, he's looking for someone. He gives it. I don't know why he's gone back there. He's given it to Deans. He goes a check side and fumbled spoil there, and I think it might work its way over as Locke was there fighting for it, and it's gone over the boundary line, and they kind of let that one go a bit there, Stu.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Foster was thinking. He must have seen something in front of him that actually wasn't there, because he seemed to have a clear space in front of him to put it on the left. Maybe he just didn't want to kick it on the left, and the voice came from behind. But yeah, a chance missed.
Yeah, caught in two minds there as we get it back in the Buffaloes forward 50, and a kick behind over the shoulder there by Foster. I think that would have been a miracle goal, as Deans has had a shot on goal, and I think he might find himself down back after that.
Yeah, it's an interesting move because he's rock solid in defence for the Buffaloes, and yeah, obviously they're rolling the dice here, want to win the ball around the contest, and think that he can contribute to that and get them going forward.
Yes, as Hams has got it in the back pocket, he'll know what to do here, the veteran, the ex-West Coast Eagles. He goes very long down the line, and there's a free kick given away. I think it'll go to Deans. Nathan Deans will have it. I think he was held without it, yep. And he goes inside, looking for Simpson. He's under a lot of pressure. A good spoil there, but his umpire didn't think it was a spoil, thought it was a chop of the arms. And Tom Simpson will have a shot on goal. Humphrey wants to take the advantage, but probably long gone after there, as he wanted a little cherry pick. But Tom Simpson will have a shot on goal 40 metres out directly in front.
I'm not sure he 100% wanted to take the advantage, Lucky Humphrey. Then he was looking around, but yeah, Simpson would be within range as a thumping kick.
Yes, and he's had a fantastic return to form today as he comes in, and he's got a fair bit on the kick, but he's just smashed that into the post, and that's very unlucky for Darwin, as they'll tick over, and they're within 14 points now with 23 minutes into the third term. The fourth quarter siren isn't too far away as Hams goes for a bit of a dangerous kick, but he's hit Willie Rioli well, who hasn't had much to do in this third term. He had a very good second term as he'll hit Darcy Hennessy, sorry. And he's going to slow it up here on his left foot and go down the line. Lockie's in a good spot. He's just run over the footy a little bit. And Bradley Stokes is there. Tipalura's gotten boot to ball, and he's out the back here. He's got a bit of pressure. He's just going to keep soccering it. Michael Thompson's going to get there first. Can he give it to Tipalura? He can. That's a fantastic hand pass. Tipalura's kicked it very early, but he's kicked the goal. And what a hand pass and the rock the baby celebration, and a fantastic handball there by Michael Thompson.
Amazing communication out there, and Thompson's hand pass, blind hand pass over his head, but knew exactly where Tipalura was. He didn't have to break stride, and a great finish as well. And Brendan Cantilla was at the top of the goal square celebrating that as it went through. So they've broken the shackles a bit here. That's 5 out of the last 6 goals now for the Tiwi Bombers, and they're looking white hot. But Darwin have had their chances, just haven't been able to take them in the last 5 or 10 minutes.
Yes, they have, and we know how dangerous Tiwi can be. If they've got momentum, they're probably the most dangerous team in the competition, and we'll be within 2 points of Waratahs at 5th spot, but Waratahs still to play Wanderers today, assuming Tiwi win this, as Cantilla gets in there. He's back in the ruck as Simpson just shows his raw strength, giving it to Stokes, and he gets a little handball out, and they go wide here, and they've found it through Flynn Spark, and he kicks it long and high. There's Jock and Foster down there. A drop mark by Blackney Nota down there, and is that going to be holding the ball? It might be, or I think it's gone over for a behind. Lucky for the Darwin Buffaloes there, for the Tiwi, as Ashton Hams goes quickly and he finds Michael Dunn out there in quite a bit of space. He's in no rush to go as he'll chip it over and find Hennessy, and he'll go for a bit of a run and kick it long down as Bradley Stokes just gets a hand to a really brilliant pick up by Braden McLean down there to Thompson, to Tipalura in a similar spot where he just kicked that goal, and that is a brilliant kick to Cantilla, but he's just dropped it. That was a fantastic kick though.
It just slipped out of the hands. It was terrific, balanced himself beautifully, and Cantilla out on the fast lead, just couldn't hang on to the footy. But, Buffaloes all of a sudden need to get a settling goal, but there's the siren for 3/4 time. So what a quarter of football we just had. Was 6 goals to 3 in the quarter, and came out at lightning pace and maintained it really for the whole quarter. But the margin at 3/4 time is 19 points, but don't write Buffaloes off from here, because we've seen some of the quality of football they've played today, and they give themselves every chance in this last quarter. So Tiwi looking to hold on or extend their lead, but Darwin Buffaloes are right in the contest. So at 3/4 time at Tracy Village Oval, it's the Tiwi Bombers by 19 points. We'll be back shortly with the last quarter.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. King for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch. Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory, We're here when you need us most. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back, up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
Top End footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Goal! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top End footy. Nothing comes close.
Yeah.
It's back, I think. It's back, right?
I'll put this back in.
1 second.
Welcome back to Tracy Village Oval for the last quarter of this round 15, 2025-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League game. It's the Tiwi Bombers leading the Darwin Buffaloes by 19 points at three-quarter time. And it's been some sort of game, hasn't it, Leo? And Tiwi just managed to kick 5 of the last 6 goals in that third quarter to give themselves a break. But as we said, going to the break, don't write Darwin Buffaloes off. And we heard a pretty vocal Philip Wills at the three-quarter time break.
We sure did. He's definitely getting his boys up and about. We'll see how they respond. But if we know anything about today, Stu, it's anyone's game at this point. We've seen how quickly these teams can score. So bring this last quarter on as we're underway here, and Thompson's just given a massive stiff arm, and he's gotten a fantastic clearance there, and he's gotten a deep inside 50 there as a few players go for the ball, few get into each other as the coach, Philip Wills, clears it out of there, does well, and it's going to land in the lap of Simpson there, but I think the boundary line might have just beat him, and dangerous start for Tiwi.
Yeah, good work from Wills again in defence. It's been terrific today, and bounce just didn't favour Simpson in the end, but they got it out of the immediate danger area.
Yeah, he knows how to attack the footy, Phillip Wills. He wouldn't want to be in his way as Buffaloes will win this. They've got some runners here as Simpson doesn't know what to do with it. He gives it off to Spry and he'll give it to Stokes. He's the one you want kicking it inside 50. It's a high kick looking for Lock, but it's a fantastic mark down there taken by Jake Twycross, and he'll slow that up a bit. But Buffaloes look dangerous there. They had a lot of runners there, similar to what Tiwi's goal in that last quarter as Goodwin was up there, but I think the ball will go over the boundary line. No. Yes, sorry, just trickled over, and I think Sean Wright agrees, but it's gone over. As we have Atkinson and Goodwin in the ruck. Both been very good today as Goodwin will just get a fist to it, try to get it forward, but I think that's Bradley Stokes. He's done well there. To Sean Wright, Kalen Russell, he's dancing around. Back to Bradley Stokes, back to Kalen Russell. He'll give it into the skipper and Jared Stokes, and Kalen Russell's gotten it again, and now he's given it to Simpson, and he'll chip it forward, and that's a good kick, and he's hit Nathan Spry, and he's immediately pointed to the goals, and he'll have a shot, and that's really well done there by Kalen Russell.
It was a great build-up, good hands by the Buffaloes. Flynn Spark was sprinting forward, wanted the ball kicked to him, but Spry immediately had said, I'm going to take responsibility for this and have the shot, so he's backed himself in.
Yeah, a lot of young fellas out there for Buffaloes, I should say. Nathan Spry, Kalen Russell, to Sean Wright, Andrew Riddle there. Looking good for a few seasons to come, getting these Premier League games under their belt. And Nathan Spry, he's got a pretty important kick here, directly in front, about 40 metres out. It's a very high ball, might drop short here. It will. Foster nearly got hands to it, but it'll just go through for a minor score. Ashton Hams will come and take his kick in.
He just set that one up a bit, didn't he? The shot at goal, so
yeah,
didn't really have a chance.
A few runners here for Ashton Hams. He just burns them. And Essie's not very happy about that, as he'll go the other side, and that's a very good kick there. This team are going to go quickly here. Lockie is there. He gets up and almost took a great mark. As Williams will give it to Bradley Stokes. He'll turn back inside. Sorry, it was Atkinson who won that. And he'll give it off to Simpson, who's just racked it up today. He goes quickly inside and he's hit Cooper. And Cooper will have a shot on goal here. And Buffaloes have done well there to give him another shot on goal within 30 seconds.
Yeah, good composure, wasn't it? Didn't rush things or blaze away. Look for the options. Found the players in space and give themselves another chance.
Michael Cooper's gone a long way back. He's given himself a fair run up here, and it's a pretty tricky set shot on goal with the wind pushing against him just slightly, so he wouldn't want to set it up like Nathan Spry just did. He's an unusual run up, bit of a couple stutters, and he's set it right up in the air, and that's a pretty average set shot on goal, and that'll be out in the full.
Yeah, another disappointing outcome for the Buffaloes there.
Ashton Hams has it in the back line, on the back pocket there, and not sure where to go, so he's just going to send it straight up in the air, and Lockie is going to be under this. He'll fly, but he's just run under the footy, as he's done a couple of times today. As Sean Wright has bombed that very, very long. I almost thought that was going through for a second, but just a minor score again as Buffaloes are peppering away the scoreboard and looking dangerous to start this fourth quarter. I reckon that rev up from Phillip Wills has worked, and they're ready to give it their everything in this last term.
Yeah, they need to start hitting the scoreboard though. We're only 4.5 minutes gone. Had some chances.
We know how easily Tiwi can go end to end as well, as Hams gives it to Cal Coleman, and he'll just chill out. He in the middle of the defensive 50, and he'll kick it long and wide as his big ruckman Goodman's there. It goes over his head. Thompson's onto it, but Phillip Wills is there. He doesn't get a very kind bounce, and he'll lay the tackle and just put 110% effort in, as he's done all today, and he will cause a stoppage on the centre far wing. As Goodwin and Atkinson will do battle again. Lockie is in there. He gets a little kick forward. It might work out, actually. Darley's there. He's got a bit of time. He gets a handball out. Not a great one, but it's still going to work out. Thompson does well there. Great tackle by Wills. Still gets the hands off to Darley, and he'll give it to Hennessy. He's there. He gets away somehow, and then he gets a chip kick out wide, looking for Port Jimmy. He kind of waited for that. He probably shouldn't have. And Michael Dunn's there. He'll get the handball out to put Jimmy again. He does a bit of dancing. Back a lofty handball, and he'll hit Hennessy. He'll go inside 50. And, fantastic mark there by William Munkara. The young fella, and he's got a relatively easy set shot on goal. A great reach there.
Yeah, just disciplined kick again into the top of the goal square. And Munkara, right place at the right time, just timed his jump of the ball beautifully. And this is exactly what Darwin Buffaloes did not need.
He's got a pretty easy shot on goal here, the younger brother of Anthony Munkara. He goes in very casually and just pops it through the middle, and that Darwin Buffaloes will be kicking themselves there for missing a couple opportunities, and Tiwi just went end to end and put one on the board and extended the margin to 23 points.
Yeah, exactly right. As we know, they can do at any time, and they've had a couple of games where they just haven't finished off in the last quarter, notably against Southern Districts a few weeks ago, with our in the lead in the last quarter and just got blown away a bit. So it'd be important to them that they're aware of those sort of shortcomings and maintain the pressure. But they've held Buffaloes out so far in this last quarter and got one themselves, and so that's a pretty handy margin at this stage of the game.
Yes, it is, and Buffaloes will need the next one if there are any chance to come away with a win today, as Goodwin has done a fair bit of rucking today, the big fella, and he's been very, very good, as Atkinson wins at that time and gives it to Simpson. He'll get it forward. Hams is in a good spot here, and he almost took the mark. Gets a bit of a handball. That was a bit dodgy, but Buffalo's a great attack there by Stokes, but well picked up there by Twycross, so he gets away from a few, and then big hit laid on there to Simpson, but he's taken it very, very well. Stokes goes for a little step. He wasn't buying anything he was selling. Humphrey's got it there under immediate pressure. Simpson's got it. The pressure from Tiwi has been fantastic so far. Tiwi wanted holding the ball, but no pry there.
Yeah, good pressure from Tiwi. Darwin throwing the ball around, trying to find someone in some space, but Tiwi just kept coming back with laying the tackles, forced a stoppage.
As Goodwin has just taken that out of the ruck, and he'll give it to Lockyer. He gets a very average kick away. Michael Dunn's there, but under a lot of pressure, as Goodwin has just tackled two of his players at the same time, and he'll get a stoppage there. I don't think I've ever seen that. One bloke tackling two people, and as he's just thumped it forward, it's a great hit out. It's going to work out well. As William Munkara's there, he taps it along, waiting for it to sit up for him. It just won't, and he's gone past him as Bradley Stokes is in there, and has he been pushed in the back there and kind of fell on there, as Bradley Stokes will hold this one up. There's a few players in the corridor screaming for it, but he goes wide looking for Locke, and he'll get it. He's going to give the hands out to Sean Wright, and he'll hit Spry. That's a good kick. Buffaloes have a chance to go inside 50 here. The crowd are trying to tell him what to do. I hope he's not listening, as he's just bombed it really, really high. It's an ugly sort of kick. Riddle's under there, and he's almost taken a fabulous mark. He gets it back. He's up to his feet. There's Foster's in there. He's getting through a few. Jared Stokes wanted it, couldn't get it. It's Sparks over there with Harley. This will be an interesting one-on-one battle. It's important. Not really sitting up. They're both just going for each other, and Harley will wrap him up immediately. And he's done well there. Is he not going to pay hold the ball as the umpire? No, he'll throw that one up.
Great tackle. Had no chance to get rid of that ball then. And Darley just getting his breath back out there.
Yes, I think Goodwin was playing as a rover there. Didn't really work out, as Buffaloes have gone inside 50 here. Spry got hands to it, couldn't mark it. The Tiwi backline's held up very well in this final term. As Buffaloes finally get it inside 50, Foster tries for a bit of body work on Blackney. No, he wouldn't work. As he's in there, he gets hands out, and Hams has found it, and he'll snap it back where it came from, and it's going to land in the lap of Lockyer, but he couldn't quite mark it, and he's got Buffalo's players all around him, but he's done fantastic there, and he's somehow won that. And Tiwi got all these numbers out. Everyone's just stopped. Everyone's exhausted. As Sam Harley's found himself with a lot of time. He'll kick looking for Port Jimmy, and he's a little nudge in the back, a little friendly one, probably a free kick, but he couldn't quite gather it. As Deans has done fantastic there, showed his turn of pace, and he's going to hit Deshaun Wright perfectly. He turns around. There's a few players asking for it. He's going to go inside, and it's a good kick. and they have a chance to attack here, Buffaloes, and they will. The kick was pretty average, though, as Kurt Dunn's going to have it. He's got time. He's going to give it straight to Braden McLean, and he's going to just chip it, and it's a clever kick, and he'll hit Tiwi across, and he's in no hurry to get rid of this one, as he will just slow this one up, and he'll go wide, and he's found Sam Harley in an absolute acre of space. Don't know how no one picked him up. Phil Wills won't be very happy as he's hit inside to Carson Cantilla. He's under immediate pressure, and he's just laid a huge stiff arm there. Wouldn't want to be the receiving end of that one, as Philip Wills will gather it. He'll use his experience here. Handball over the top is going to work out well as Buffaloes go forward here. Foster's there. It's just a bit over his head, and Twycross was in the right spot at the right time, and he'll mark that. And go inside, and I think he's looking for Hennessy there, and he'll mark that one as well as Tiwi. Just doing a bit of slow play here as Hennessy wheels and goes long and high. Deans is in the best spot, and almost a great mark there by Thompson. He got up there as they've worked the handballs there through Lockyer, through to Munkara. Munkara's kick was very average. Doesn't really put his teammate in a good spot there, as Caelan Russell's in there, and he's giving it to Deshaun Wright, and I think Cantilla's done something pretty silly off the ball there, Stu.
Yeah, it's just slung. That's Mealy that's just been slung to the ground off the ball. It was, I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be doing that. He's been fantastic today, Brandon Cantilla. You wouldn't want to be sitting on the sideline for a couple of weeks for something silly like that. As Healy will take the free kick on the half-back flank on the close wing, and not much really to go to, so he'll probably end up just kicking this pretty long and high as he does. As McGregor's in there, as Foster goes for a spoil, as he hasn't done at all today, and Coleman gives it to Hams, and he gets a weird kick forward, and I think Munkara's in there battling for it. Deans, who's had a great game today, gets it to his captain, Jared Stokes. It's a great kick, got his balance well there. Simpson screaming for it. He's about 6 metres away from him. As Nathan Spry's in a good spot in the centre of the ground there, just on the half-back flank. He'll give it to Bradley Stokes, and he's got a lot of time here. He doesn't take the mark all a bit too casual, so he's just going to go a bit slower. Goes inside looking for Chris Williams, and he's found him. And he's not sure what to do here. He's just going to slow this one up. We've got a lot of numbers down back, as Coleman's got a lot of space. He's completely on his own, guarding space, as Nathan Spry's got it again. Good gut running from Nathan Spry there. He's gone inside to Jared Stokes, put a fair bit on that. Jared Stokes got a bit lucky there. He's under pressure from Michael Dunn as he's poked at that one looking for Foster, but he was in a terrible spot, and it was a pretty obvious push in the back. As Tiwi want to go, as Kurt Dunn's just send that one straight up the corridor, or almost a great mark down there by Watts, but he didn't get around with that correctly, and umpire agrees that was a throw. Good mark by Port Jimmy, and he's being a bit of a cheeky one there. McGregor just standing over the footy as Michael Thompson gives him a shove to get to it. And Port Jimmy gets around the man on the mark. He's got to turn a pace and chips the kick over the top, and it's a good kick to Michael Thompson. A couple really average drop marks, but that's right. As Brandon Cantilla's got it facing towards goal, but that is a very average kick, and that'll go out of bounds for a throw-in. A genuine miss kick there.
Michael Thompson, another one of those over-the-shoulder hand passes, that time to Brendan Cantilla. Just, I wonder if he practices them at home. Incredible. He's hit a couple.
Yeah, it's very impressive as we're about to get underway. I think we're trying to find the footy here, or, oh no, the umpire's got it.
Yep, over the fence.
Yeah. So we've finally got it back there. I think we've used a few spares today, because those fences won't be stopping those footies going over the top. As we'll get underway here. Tiwi in a very dangerous position to potentially score a goal, as Philip Wills crumbs that beautifully and gives it to Deshaun Wright, and he'll go looking for Chris Williams. Just a bit much on the kick. Braden McLean's in a good position here, but he's under a lot of pressure from Chris Williams, but Braden McLean uses his speed too well, and now Scavano, he enters inside 50. Not a great kick, and Deshaun Wright will end up with it. As Buffaloes are working the hands, as Deans ends up with it and just kicks it along. Not a great kick, and umpire said play on there. I'm not sure how that was. I thought that was a mark to Braden McLean, as we'll have a stoppage.
Yeah, it was touched off the boot, I suppose, but a strange game. It's a repeat of the second quarter here, just the one goal scored so far, and we're 14 and a half minutes in.
as Deans has won that stoppage very, very well. He does a little 1-2 with Jared Stokes, but that handball wasn't great as Scavano jumps on it and he does well there, but the handball ends up back in Buffalo's hands as they're working the hands through again. Simpson, Hams does well there. He does very, very well, gets the handball over the top as Kurt Dunn will run this one and he'll put it inside 50 for his team. Deans has got a good run at this one and that's a fantastic mark and he goes away again. He's had some sort of second half, this number 7, as he goes forward. That's a good kick, but it just had a little too much for Jared Stokes and we're playing a bit of kick to kick here as Braden McLean puts it back and Michael Thompson will take the mark and he'll probably want to slow this one up. He's not very confident with his range, so he goes inside. And I think he's found Puat Jimmy. Oh, but he's dropped the mark. He had a bit of pressure on him there. He's soccering it out wide. And no one can really get hands to this one, as Deshaun Wright does, but wrapped up immediately is Healy, and that'll be holding the ball, I think. Yes, Samson Bowman, the umpire, agrees, and Hanassi will have it. That was a great tackle by him. He goes inside and finds Sam Daly. He's going to run and go. He might even have a shot on goal here. He'd like the look of it, but it's Bradley Stokes will tap that, and I think they might be going over for a boundary throw-in, which is probably the result they didn't want.
Yes, Simpson running through half forward there, had it all open, but just a really wobbly kick going in and fell short and over the boundary line. I think this might have been judged to have come off the foot here, because it's going to be...
Well, Rioli thinks it's his ball, but I think the umpires said no, it's a boundary throwing. Or is it?
Well, they're going to have a conference now. Field umpire, goal umpire and boundary umpire.
Yeah, last thing Buffaloes want, they'll need the next goal very quickly if there any chance. Time is slowly slipping away from them.
So it is going to be a Willie Rioli free kick.
There you go, and he's very good from this spot, so Buffalo's will be unhappy that he's got it, but he's not going to go for it. He's just going to chip it way too easily to Michael Thompson and just kick a goal. That is very, very sloppy defending from the Darwin Buffaloes, very unorganised, and Tiwi have just... Buffaloes should have put a bow on that for them. That was an absolute gift.
Yeah, disappointing, wasn't it? And we heard Philip Wills at the three-quarter time break, and one of the words that we heard was lazy, and I think that's a pretty apt description of the Buffaloes' defence there. And Michael Thompson was all by himself 10 metres from goal, and not only did he take the mark uncontested, he could then just take a step forward and kick the goal. So, yeah, disappointing after some of the terrific footy that they've displayed today. The Darwin Buffaloes, they're not going to win this game today, but they've had some moments that are encouraging for them going forward, as they have over the last few weeks. And as you said, Leo, if they can hold these young players and get some of these experienced interstaters back for next season, they go in with some hope.
For sure, as it'll be another Tiwi free kick, as 29 points the Tiwi Bombers lead by in the 18th minute here on this Saturday afternoon, as Goodwin gives it to McLean and McLean gives it to Daly, and he'll go long, and I think that might be poor Jimmy out there. No, sorry. Oh, he showed him the footy there. He wasn't very happy with his treatment there. Was a Putimi. He showed the footy there, and as the ball might just trickle over here, and a little kick on the ground by someone there, as Philip Wills has launched a handball over to Simpson, and he'll get it over the top to Humphrey. Humphrey didn't want to turn around, so he goes back inside. He's done pretty well. The kick is very, very good to Jared Stokes, and Jared Stokes has an unusual error. He spins it out of the tackle almost, as Holden gets it, and he'll go inside 50. As Spark is in a one-on-one there, but the kick wasn't great. But yeah. Oh, and it's a Tiwi ball. I'm not sure how that's come to fruition.
Was out on the full.
As Ashton Hams has it, and he'll use his experience there. He's played for a fair few clubs around the country, and he'll just send that straight up in the air, looking for Goodwin, but it's gone over everyone's head, and umpire says play on, as Jared Stokes gets the footy. He's under a lot of pressure. That won't concern him, though, as he gives it to Tom Simpson, and he'll chip it over the top, and he has found his teammate in. Not sure who that is at the moment, sorry, but he will have a shot on goal about 40 metres out on a pretty hard angle.
It might be Riley Holden again.
Yes, I think it is. Yeah. As Holden's going to come in, he's already kicked one fantastic goal today. That one's spinning sideways and hasn't made the distance. That was very different to his other kick in the second term or third term, I think it was, as Blackney Nota will get a 50-metre penalty. I think someone's... I think someone's intruded into his space, and he'll get a 50-metre penalty. And he'll go wide, and that's a good kick to Scrivano. He'll have it on the centre wing. There's a lot of spaces. I think fatigue's starting to set in for everyone. Everyone's kind of slowing down a little bit in these last few minutes of the game as Scrivano gets a pretty average kick forward as Foster's there first, and then Thompson cleans up, and Locke will end up with it. That was very much the wrong handball as Tiwi are there, and Michael Thompson is just dancing through everyone. He's done brilliantly there, and that's a fantastic kick. And I think that might be Carl Coleman over there, and I think he's gotten a bit of treatment afterwards, has Michael Thompson. I'm not sure who that was from. As Coleman will kick it straight in the air. A lot of kicks gone straight in the air today. Tipalura got hands to it, but couldn't bring it in. As Deans has been there, he's been one of Buffalo's best today. And the hands goes inside to Healy, and now Humphrey's got it. He's got a bit of time, and he sees Thompson out wide, and that's a great kick. Good composure there from Lockie Humphrey. It's reached Tom Simpson, who's had a great return. He'll go out to Locke, and he's got a bit of time. He can run. He's got a bit of a fan club cheering him on, and just missed to Sean Wright.
Again, it was open, and just the disposal lets them down. And I think it's fair to say in this last quarter they probably overused the ball a lot, Darwin, rather than they've chosen to hand pass a lot of the times when they just weren't on, and rather than go for the kick. And that time it was a kick, but just didn't strike it properly and brought them undone again.
As McGregor's given it to Holden, he'll go inside 50. It's a very long kick as Cooper's down there, almost taken there for Tiwi, but not quite. As Stokes has crumbed that brilliantly, and he's gotten boot to ball, but it's just going to hang left. Don't know how he got there so quickly, Stu.
Yeah, incredible. He's probably been a bit quieter in the third and fourth quarters here today, but he's dangerous around the loose ball.
Yes, yeah. Always got to have one eye open for Jared Stokes. Probably he's had a quieter day than what he's used to today, but still had a very big impact for the Darwin Buffaloes as Braden McLean will take this kick out, and he'll go for a little bit of a run and try and hit Brandon Cantillo, and he will. It's just sat in his lap. He read the flight of the ball beautifully there as he goes inside and hits Michael Thompson, who's had a very good last quarter, I must say, and he will hit Carl Coleman, who looks like he's gone forward for this last term, just throwing the magrets around his Patrick Bowden as he'll hit Josh Scrivano, and that is the siren as we have Tiwi Bombers win the game 12 goals 7 to 79, 7 goals 9 to 51. A very entertaining game today, Stu.
Yeah, really enjoyed it today, and in the end, Tiwi Bombers too strong. Just the 2 goals in the last quarter, both kicked by the Tiwi Bombers, but gee, there were some moments in that game where the ground was really lit up from both sides. So yeah, it's been a strong performance by Tiwi, and they keep their season alive basically. Just go through some of the goal kickers, not huge tallies, but for Tiwi, Darcy Hennessy came in late, scored 2 goals. Michael Thompson with 2, Carlson Cantilla 2, Sam Daly 2, and singles to Stanley Tipalura, Thaddeus Portjimmy, William Munkara and Brendan Cantilla, and for Darwin, Jared Stokes kicked a couple, Brodie Foster kicked a couple, and singles to Simpson, Holden and Chris Williams. Any standout players for you, Leo?
Oh, there was a few today. I loved Nigel Lockyer's game in the midfield. I thought he was absolutely fantastic, and he really provided a lot. I loved Nathan Deans for the Buffaloes as well. I thought he had an extraordinary second half, and I also really like Brandon Cantillo. I thought he was really instrumental in the midfield there for a bit, and Braden McLean, as always, he cleaned up today. Yourself, Stu, do you see anyone else?
Yeah, Sam Daly had a fair bit of the footy, and Kurt Dunn down back was reliable all day. Michael Thompson, as you said, that great last quarter. Tom Simpson had heaps of the football for the Buffaloes, and some of the young players, as we said, Tashawn Wright got lots of the football as well. So some promising signs for Darwin, but a great win for Tiwi in the end. And so we sign off from Tracy Village Oval, and it's been a victory to the Tiwi Bombers by 28 points. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage. There's more football to come tonight. See you next time.